Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back. Seems like the technical difficulties kind of gave us a second chance here. They'd reset. It'd be like, yeah, you gave us a little bit of a reset. I'm Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Is that my clone trooper brother?
That one. That's the way. You mind? Gotcha.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Death Stranding. He's clearly moving der.
Yeah, I thought about making that shot, and then I was like, nah. And what's going on, my clone
How's it
brother?
going, main man Jacob?
Yeah,
How have
yeah,
you
yeah,
been?
yeah. I was just about to ask you the same thing. I've been good. I just been working.
Sam, did you just stumble?
How about you,
Trying
man?
to carry too much cargo on your back. If you're going to engage the enemy, I strongly suggest you put your pack down so you can be lighter on your feet.
My guy, I'm packing weapons, and he said drop them. Negatives. Puppet time. Alright, we got a couple of targets in the area. It's actually, they're more than I thought. But yeah, man, I've been working. I remember I told you I have my nephew
Same
over.
here, man. Did a ton of unloading of bananas, potatoes, and oranges.
And reload, and reload.
Ouch.
And then I had my nephew over for the summer again. So, I was just, hanging out with them, barbecue and stuff like that.
Okay, Sam, heads up.
Man, you got all of those types of fruit in one day? That must have been one hell of a shift.
Also have been playing a bit of Madden since I got it for free. What did you barbecue?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, hot dogs, pork chops, steak earlier on in the week because I did kind of two barbecues. I think I did. I said hot dogs already. Oh, and hamburgers.
Yeah, by myself as well, plus a fair amount of blueberries, strawberries, and moving the empty boxes to the baler.
Damn, bro, I'm about to call your manager and complain from all the way over here. Give me your store number.
I know you don't have good salsa out in Florida, but some Sadie's salsa and some Hatch green chile on a burger is fire.
Yeah, I do. I actually like, I grab chili peppers, cut them up, and throw them in there too. Not gonna lie. Tastes pretty good.
Bro, the entire crew each did 2 sections. We worked really efficiently today.
Damn, that's what's up, man. Sound like a good day. Sounds like y'all had a productive day today. Not only good, but productive.
If you ever come out to New Mexico, you have to try it.
If I ever steal or rob a bank on my way down to the border, I will stop by and I will meet. I'll buy. It's on me. I'll take you up on that offer. He thought he was gonna go wake him up.
We're always working, the busiest part of the store in terms of pure volume of customers.
That and like, not to be mean, but some, electronics and stuff like that. They have like other types of customers, just younger people and stuff like that want to come buy like a TV or a cell phone or a PlayStation. In produce, you got your older people. They get picky. They get lost. They like their fruit a certain way, and they're like, no, I don't even want this one that's on the floor. I want the freshest one. Even if you tell them, hey, Kind of just.
If you take I-10 west all the way to where it meets I-25, you'll hit my college.
Oh, say less. I got you. That's a direct drive. Well, no more silencer, so they know where I'm at.
Wait, what's that there? Where are all these enemies coming from?
What do you mean? All of them. I know. But all of them from where?
My time to shine.
It's always the old people, man. They don't even try to be nice, a lot of them are rude, and a lot don't even try to find an item beforehand.
I don't know why, man. I don't know why, but it's always like that.
All right, I'm coming in.
Yeah. Just because they've been alive.
Look there, Sam. It's the coffin. Be careful. Higgs may still be inside that thing. Looks like you have what
They always ask, do you work here? While I'm in my blue Walmart vest. No, Hilda, I'm picking up moldy peaches and cover dog poop on the groove. Bunch of twats.
He said, nah. It's just, yeah, I'm just playing dress up over here. Don't mind me. Oh,
Now entering chiral network coverage.
I get so mad when they call me kid or boy. I could whoop their ass so fast.
Feeling us forever. Let's go there together. It's up to you, but you know it's ending.
Like I'm 21.
damn. They don't even hit you with the young man. They hit you with the boy. For what?
Big ship in the sky. Playing my guitar. This time is running out. We have prepared everything, I think, so far. Tell me about your favorite day. The empty sky is coming, but you don't want to escape anymore. So I say, hey, tell me about your favorite day.
Some are nice, it's just that the majority of bad interactions I get is from old people.
Oh no,
So you're just
I believe
driving
it,
through
bro.
Australia?
This one, yeah, I got a coffin in the back of this truck.
It's up to you, but
Got the bad guy in it, hopefully, because it could be, as far as we know, the bad guy's in it.
it's coming.
So we're about to go over there and check it out, open it up. But in the previous episode or the previous live stream, bro, we had like a samurai robot come out. It was crazy. And he fought him with a guitar. I'll send you a clip later. It's kind of weird to explain though. It's getting trippy. And more
You're
barren.
driving in the area I grew up in, the outback of Australia.
Hey, yo, that's what's up. Let's see what we got in the baggage, man. Just an overpowered delivery man, that's it.
Access the delivery terminal to process your...
Yeah, I need to see a samurai robot get beat by a guitar.
Bro, that's the problem. It happens, bro. He starts kind of like, oh man, I got you. I'll show you. Look, it's important always, so you gotta recycle, man. Oh, I can't recycle yet, never mind. Whoops. Gotta bring it online. Let's see what happens. Bring in the coffin.
So what you're saying is that the main character is a plug for weapons.
I'm glad you could make it. Did you really manage to retrieve the device? I'll need to assess its condition.
Weapons, any bananas, boxers, whatever you need. If it's a package, I could take it.
I see.
If you need it delivered, I'm the porter.
Been waiting a long time for you to get here.
FedEx really upped their game, huh?
Facts, and then made a game about it.
I understand you're the Cupid. Then go ahead and connect me to the network.
You don't see that every day when your package gets delivered. I'll be delivering that shit with flow, brother. I know you saw that.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Fascinating, this ocean of information. It's so much more than I imagined. Enough for me to make great strides in multiple avenues of research. I hesitate to call it a reward, but I would like to present you with this. It's a classic collectible. Sure to help you.
When Ender escaped Narkina 5 prison in Season 1, then went back to Nyamos on the Fish Dude's ship, how did he get from Nyamos to Ferrix? F.
I finished my examination of that coffin, and now I can share with you the coffin board schematic. It's essentially a coffin that's been equipped with an electric propulsion unit. Who made it and for what purpose is anyone's guess. I just happened to stumble across the associated data while I was studying the one you recovered. I'm also curious how such a bizarre device came into the possession of the armed survivalists. Even though the weapons factory has been destroyed, this and other dangerous tech has been popping up everywhere. We need to use all methods at our disposal to protect ourselves.
Bro, when that part happened, who they broke out with, I was like, no way. Also, where they were and what it was for, like what they were building, I was like, stop. I was like, nah. They're forcing everybody to do this even in prison?
Again, it's a coffin that's been outfitted with an unusual propulsion unit. It draws up tar from beneath the ground to create a layer upon which it can glide. It's not without its limitations, though. I seriously doubt it will function outside of network coverage. And it's clearly the product of a deranged mind. Regardless, it's not impossible. It might come in handy.
They never showed us. He went to Niamos the first time on the ship he took from the barn after the Aldani heist. I guess he used it to go B.
I've been thinking about how I might make vehicles.
Yeah, he just shows up back on the beach and like picks up the money, passing like the sand troopers. But they never really show us how they get off that whole planet.
But I still like the materials.
I still like the fact that they had him in prison though, and like that whole planet was kind of forcing them to build the Death Star. I don't even think they knew. I don't think they ever found out. Till later, like, you know, till we saw it. Like, we in the show as like the third person saw it, but I don't think, you know, I don't even think in season 2 Andor knew that that's what he was working on.
The armed survivalists have been making use of some new equipment lately. You've seen them yourself, no doubt.
Dude, it's crazy how far the Empire was willing to go to keep the Death Star a secret. They killed an entire floor of prisoners who worked on.
Perhaps if you ventured into the survivalists' territory, you could find some clues as to the source of the problem. Though I wouldn't risk going in there.
Nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. I'm still concerned with how they were like, yeah, all right, Order 66, why not? They voted that man in power. Let's not forget that. He couldn't just pull that off.
Thanks again for all your help, friend. Oh, and by the way, the data scientist just posted a sub-order for you in the system. Sounds like she's got her hands on something intriguing. You should at least take a look at the request. But I won't keep you. We both have work to do.
Sam, the coffin you recovered for us is being examined by the mechanic as we speak. APAS's own analysis has concluded that while there is no evidence...
They didn't even know it was for anything important, until Cassian figured it out that that's why they were killed, because the Empire would.
Meaning it's possible that Higgs is still fabricating all new kinds of weapons. Now it's for the coffin board that the mechanic...
Compartmentalization, my friend. Compartmentalization. Wild. I think Admiral Rampart and Tarkin had a lot to do with everything.
The board you brought back had the very same functionality. So we're very lucky you stole it from the survivalists before they could learn how to use it. It would be terrible indeed if we had to contend with enemies attacking from the tar beneath our feet. I must commend you on a job well done. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks for doing your
The
part.
prequel-era politics as a whole is a dissection on how a democracy can eventually sleepwalk into fascism and act.
It will take a while longer for the necessary cargo to be ready for transport. So let's use this time for everyone to get...
Yeah. I actually watched a documentary that was kind of based on that.
People forget that the bad painter man was elected into power.
Yeah, it's happened with monarchies. It's happened with kings. And you know, if we don't pay attention, even though it's Star Wars, it could happen again. There's a saying that some filmmakers like to make movies to hold a mirror up to our society, and I truly believe that. You know, some films kind of resemble some part of our
I don't want to
society.
get banned by YTL now.
Yeah, I don't want to get there either, man.
truly such a big head.
Okay. You see this?
The
It's about
sequels
to get
show how
crazy.
even though we can beat back fascism, we can still let it return due to our own negligence and avoidance of difficult.
Yep. Yes, sir. And I feel like Anakin is just our seat as the audience, you know?
When you think about it, the Clone Wars wasn't a war between the CIS and the Republic, but really just a war against the Jedi.
Yeah. And then you start thinking about the Clone Wars and how many people were lost and whew.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said, raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling.
Palpatine never lost a thing from the
Won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness themselves turn creamy. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my heart will soon be turning. I'm so sorry, Sam. Cry is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Yeah, no, I know Palpatine never lost a thing. I'm just thinking about all the lives per se of the
Plus, the
clones
Republic
lost
didn't
and
even
stuff
know
like
about the
that,
clone
you
army
know?
until the CW started, so he didn't even lose casualties of something core worlders.
Because when they explore the clones in the Clone Wars, what is it, in the Bad Batch? You know, they end up finding out that clones could have consciousness if they, you know, develop enough. And then they explore them having their own lives and paths and stuff like that. So I was like, ouch, that hurts, because like it wasn't just Rex that had a personality or Fives, it was all of them. And it's like, damn, they're gone. There's even force sensitive clones at that point, so it
Really
was
the
like, damn,
only
they're
thing
connected to the
standing between
force.
Palpatine and total control was the Jedi. He already controlled both sides of the Clone Wars.
Drawbridge is on standby for now. But once you accept this order, you can be assured that we'll provide you with whatever support you need.
Oh yeah, no, Palpatine won in episode 1 when he saw Anakin at the end when he saw Qui-Gon Jinn burning and he looked at Anakin, it was over. That was his new body.
Exterior color at will. If you access your ring terminal while in your private room, you'll see a new customization function is now available. So if you'd like to change things up before tackling your next order, you're more than welcome to do so.
And the Jedi refused to see that they had already lost the Republic and played for fools. They saw the darkness approaching, and instead of They closed their eyes and said that the Republic was still strong.
Facts. And if you look, like, that show was canceled, but like if you look, they broke the lore. Acolytes, it was like set probably like 500 years before. So I'm looking at this guy like, oh, we haven't seen a Sith in 1,000 years, and then looking at Darth Maul in episode 1, like, bro, what are you talking about? They're here. What color should we go with, by the way? I'm looking at all of them. That red is looking nice. But black's my favorite color, I'm not gonna lie.
The Republic died decades before the CW. The CW merely showed the galaxy its corpse. Try light blue. Yee.
Bet that. Bet that. There's
I'll
light
make it
blue.
dark
Camel.
red / maroon and white. My university's colors hub.
Ooh. Represent the university. Boom. For the uni. For the boys. Yes, sir.
Make it a bit darker.
I got you. I'll come around.
Are we all in this? Hey, Sam.
Hi. What are you guys doing?
Nothing important. Can you take a picture of us?
Sure.
If we want to do it right, we could choose somewhere else. Why don't you choose?
Yo. What do they mean? I think the game's letting me take a... Bro. Look at these graphics. No, this is wild. Is this their photo mode? Oh, that's crazy. Ooh, pose for me, girls.
Are those like his assistants / employees or something?
Yeah, his employees, some of them are rescued, and I think, remember the missing baby? Honestly, I think the missing baby is that blonde baby. It's just time passed. Dude, honestly, I'm a retape, but it's because I want to play around with it a little bit. Ooh! Alright, well, one more, and I'm done. Alright, I'm not
Bro
gonna...
only hires good-looking 20-year-olds. Come on, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
She's the one in Dune, too. I don't know if you recognize the actress, but she's the one that acted in Dune. And yeah, bro's just a porter, right? But he's got this is his crew.
Who did she play?
One of the Bene Gesserits.
That's a nice photo.
Thanks. They'll make for a great memento.
I love it.
You take care, Sam.
All right, later.
I feel like the main character treats them as his daughters or something. Bro looks fed up.
I think he's just got this John Wick thing going on because his baby died at the beginning of the game. You get me? He, yeah, he's like Kratos. He don't talk a lot. He's more of type of guy. Pause. I don't know what I did with that one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. His baby died at the beginning of the game. The baby that's on his chest is a dead baby, but it's his dead baby. The other baby that he was raising was like 2 years old, so she was older. 11 months old. And when she died, she went into the baby pod. She had teeth. I'm sorry.
Did you just say she's using teeth?
No, I was saying she had her teeth already. So she was fairly developed. To be put back in the pod, they have to use some science. Where am I going? Like, what do they want from me? Honestly, I kind of got lost there in the sauce. We were talking about Star Wars. I saw the storm too outside, and I panicked. I didn't know your sandstorms were this crazy, bro.
Well, I'm up there cause I was so lost about what you were talking about.
Okay. Yo, they want me to go there? Yeah, no, I don't know why I came outside. Got you right now. So this thing that we're on, can travel through
I've
tar.
never seen a sandstorm growing up in Australia.
Okay, that's good to hear. In the game, bro, it's like a Minecraft. They got Minecraft to set up.
I have seen quite a few in New Mexico.
Really? Down here, in the game, they're just popping up and they bring lightning and it's just. I was gonna talk to Dominic. It's crazy they wanted me to travel all the way over there, bro. Yeah, I'm thinking Fort Knott, and it's like, yep. Yeah, so my closest one will be here. Oh, boom. Launch. Oh, I launch it. Hold up, I got you. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, no. We're traveling over there, guys.
Oh, that's so mean.
Okay, guys. Get ready. Sandstorm outside, and I'm traveling back to the beginning of the map.
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, she's been pregnant for like years
I have
now.
another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one.
Wanna run a few games of Battlefront tonight? Oh yeah, I saw the part where the black hair lady got rescued and her backstory.
Well, I got that wrong. I was gonna say the only reason why I'm not gonna do Battlefront tonight is because I gotta get up early in the morning because I'm sleeping over. I'm having a little sleepover at my in-laws with my, so we gotta drive down there, and I gotta get up a little bit earlier than usual. If not, any other day I would have been down.
Sam.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one.
I'll forget this question. So if you want to throw in some help, you can. I'm up there. So chat, you can help. I got the wifey thinking as well. I'm trying to all figure it out.
Disappointed face, I getcha.
Ow.
I started guessing because you took too long.
Because I'm figuring
I
it
wanna
out.
do the puzzle again.
I want to do the puzzle.
I
Alright,
can
bet.
get it.
But
Yeah.
Well, there's only two options left.
I think the game's not gonna give us like an option to skip it, so it's like we gotta get this right.
Bro, if you don't get this right now,
All right, we're gonna let chat do it.
we only have two left. Two options left.
To be fair, my wife said like the top one from the beginning,
Am
and I
I
said
allowed to rotate the pieces or no?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that's why we were like we weren't fighting about it, but we were like wondering. Like I'm like, what the hell? The game's trying like not telling us. Can we switch these around?
Yeah, it didn't really tell you anything. So I'm like trying to place them in my head. don't know. I don't know why my brain said the top one, but it might be the L, but I don't want to guess it. Because you guessed wrong twice.
We got this, chat.
You
We
should
got
have
this.
used mine, and then you could have said I was wrong. This is all you now.
Nah. You were wrong. You were all wrong. This whole courtroom's out of order. All right. Is it gonna be square or L?
He's over there like, give me a minute.
Whoever said video games, you know.
Bottom or right?
What?
Bet that.
Okay, no, it can only be the square or the L, so it's the L. That's what he's saying.
Bet that.
Right? Thank God.
That's
Good.
fine. Have a safe trip, friend.
Cool.
Oh shit, cat. Oh, my bad for the language. Ooh, yes sir. They wanted us to travel, we're gonna do it in style.
I'll be listening, just gonna get a few games in.
I got you, brother. Keep on fighting the good war. Hey, take out a couple of clankers in my name.
this umbilical cord with your blood boomerang, Sam? River's rising, Sam. We mustn't underestimate the potential risks here.
There's the man we've been waiting for. Bringing up the order information now. Didn't expect you to waltz in with this. You've got a knack for finding lost things.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Glad you were able to visit us. There's always more work for the willing.
Order completed. Well done.
Let's go!
Thanks for the help. Thank you kindly.
Sam, it's Tarman. This order calls for the delivery of some specialized medical equipment. West Fort Knott is the only place nearby with the facilities capable of fabricating it. Unfortunately, the DH3 Magellan can't assist with transport. The risk of tar contamination is too great, which means you'll need to take it the overland route. It's a lot to lug all the way to East Fort Knott, but there we are. Hook them up to the network once you're there, and we'll move the ship to your position.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Thanks for the help.
Cargo is nearly ruined, Sam. Proceed with the utmost caution. I was thinking, Sam. Hartman's condition is cause for concern. There's no sugarcoating the tremendous strain he's putting on his body. His is undeniably one of the hardest 21-minute syndromes to live with. The regular disruption to his circulatory system and the flow of blood is damaging all of his organs. And let's not forget that the heart itself has a great many pain receptors. Part of me wishes I could swap places with him. Not that my body would ever serve as a suitable substitute for his. I don't like the look of your cargo. It'll be beyond repair soon.
This must be their territory.
Thanks for coming out to see us. Let's see what the orders have to say. Where did you dig up this cargo? I can't believe it. What a gift.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Thanks for coming.
Order completed. Well done.
I'll say a prayer for your help.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Be mindful of exposure to timefall.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care today. Good evening, Sam.
Weapons detected.
Thank you for coming.
Usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Welcome, and thank you for coming. I'll review the orders now. I did not expect you to bring me this, but I'm glad you found it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks. And be careful out there.
Sam, the mesanga you just delivered to the pizza chef appears to have triggered something. Shall we go inside? Proceed with caution, though. Look, Sam. There's a door over there. That was a close call. But why would there be ghost mechs inside the pizza chef's facility?
Thank you, Kyle. Thanks for the help. Definitely not alone.
I appreciate you coming at night. Taking a look at the orders now. You brought me less than I wanted, but I have no doubt that you did the best you could. I've made great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data as thanks. I am increasing the amount of materials you can use here. My way of helping you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The schematic I've showed is for a refined extra battery. It boasts increased capacity, despite not being any bigger than the old version. It's one of the research projects I decided to take over from our mutual friend in preparation for your arrival. I think there's still plenty of room for improvement, though. You know, Sam, we've actually got something in common. Dooms. I can hear the waves of the beach, and sense the flow of tar in the Earth's crust. This is what led me to suspect that water might be circulating between the beach and our world. As I immersed myself in my research, I also discovered that my body had begun to undergo certain changes. I had developed a condition that affected me every 21 minutes. I know, just like a certain someone. Our symptoms are a little different, though. First of all, only Doom's sufferers seem to develop them. In my particular case, I vomit every 21 minutes due to a form of gastric reflex spasm syndrome. The muscles of my stomach cease to function properly for a time, and everything in my system comes back up. I'd rather others didn't see this, so I keep to myself in the back room. That's where I was when you first came to this laboratory. I'm sorry I wasn't able to greet you properly then. I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order completed. Well done. identified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Ah, so that's the place, huh?
Welcome, Sam.
I appreciate you coming all this way. You're a lifesaver. I'm not just saying that either. I mean it. Seriously. We owe you. Right. Let's get this cargo processed ASAP. That's more or less all right. Damage within acceptable parameters and all that. We're so grateful for your support. Put us online with your Cupid. We're ready.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Looks like we've finally become part of the chiral network. Between this and the life support systems you brought us, we can begin giving proper treatment to all the folks suffering from chiral contamination. Oh, I got a little present I'd like to give you as a thanks. Take it with my compliments. Those beauties are pretty hard to come by these days. And I just know they'll look great on you. Oh, in addition to that, I've shared the data for a Bulka skeleton. It's a piece of equipment specially tailored to porter work, allowing you to carry lots of cargo without difficulty. Ideal for keeping your balance while making your deliveries. Steep slopes and rivers are no match for this baby. It's bound to make your next runs much easier, and it'll help you expand the network too. You know, before you came along, we lost a lot of people to chiralium exposure. For a while there, it felt like we were counting the days until the inevitable void out. But it seems like we'll be able to avoid that terrible fate after all. We won't fall victim to the same tragedy that befell North Fort Knott. Our facility here at F4 isn't just a network connection point. it's also a key distribution hub for the eastern part of the continent. Without it, lots of folks would lose access to deliveries, and you'd have no chance of extending the network any further. And without a fully linked up continent, we'll never get to see a new plate game manifest. No need to worry, though. You've guaranteed we'll be around for a good while yet. Rest assured that we will keep working to improve our skeleton tech. We'll be continuing our research into road development as well. All to bring this continent into the fold. North Fort Knott was deemed critical for the expansion of the chiral network in northern Australia. But due to chiral contamination, a lot of folks began dying, and one day, a void out wiped the city right off the map. We've actually been observing similar conditions here at East Fort Knott. Dramatic changes in the tar currents and rising chiralium levels have had everybody fearing for the future recently. But thankfully, you came. You put us on the chiral network. Me and all the staff here are committed to sustaining this pillar of the chiral and distribution networks. And doing everything in our power for you and Australia. As a major distribution hub, we conduct research and development into all manner of delivery-related technologies. The Boca skeleton is one such product of our work. And lately, we've been thinking of ways to create next-generation roads. Something allowing for faster and safer deliveries. There's plenty of room for improvement in the conventional designs. Since you brought us onto the chiral network, we've started gathering all kinds of useful data on the subject. But we're gonna need more before we're finished, I think. We'd be grateful if you could help us out on that front. Thanks for everything, Sam. Personally, I've always admired the Boca. They're traditional porters that used to work in the Japanese wilderness. No matter how dangerous the mountain trail, they'd always power through with heavy loads on their backs. I've never met any of them myself, of course. But when I came out here with APAC's first expedition, I heard some interesting stories about a local prepper as we were traveling through Mexico. This guy was apparently the genuine article, a real working Boca. You could always head back to Mexico and try to track him down if you're interested. We actually developed the Boca skeleton while referencing stories and official records of their activities. You might say it's a skeleton tailored to the needs of modern-day porters, like yourself. Simply wearing it will vastly increase your maximum carrying capacity. Oh, it offers superior gripping capabilities too, and helps you keep your balance while hauling tons of cargo on your back. When traversing snowy mountains, rivers, and other places with poor footing, this skeleton is an excellent choice. Now that you've brought us onto the chiral network, I feel as though we can finally see the light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. Our equipment still isn't as good as we want it to be at the moment, but we hope it'll be of use to you. We've got a lot riding on you drawbridge folks. I hope you won't let us down.
Hello, Sam. It's me. More than 50% of the Australian continent is now connected to the chiral network. And it was you who made this possible. On behalf of the company, allow me to extend my sincerest thanks. It's likely that the difficulties we face will only continue to increase as we press on. But you and your comrades will rise to the challenge. Of this I have no doubt whatsoever. The probability of creating a new plate gate rises with each expansion. Do what you must to make it happen.
Sam, it's happened again. A disruption in the tar currents. We won't be able to head your way just yet.
Sam, this could be the result of that Nirvana phenomenon, right? We won't know unless we take a look outside.
Let's get a move on.
We've seen this before, Sam.
It's calling to us again.
Sam, are you thinking of going back there?
Well, if that's not an invitation.
Whatever you care to call this riddle of a place. Strange. I feel as though my body's become lighter. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Sam? You might be able to jump much further than usual.
Dove cazzo sei? Where are you?
This should do it.
Above us, something's coming. Watch out! are a real nuisance. Think there might be a way to destroy them? Got him on the ropes. He's trying to flee to the church down below us. recognize his face?
No, I don't.
Sam, do you read me? Come in, Sam. Come in.
We were whisked away to that strange place again.
What? We only lost you for a few seconds.
And time must flow differently over there, like on the beach.
Well, glad you're all right. The tar currents seem to have settled down, so we'll be able to surface there shortly. Just sit tight, okay?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, why don't we return to the DHV Magellan and get some rest? You can ask Fragile to look into that card you obtained as well. Oh, seems all the possessions you had earlier are in that open space over there.
Thank you, guys. Came in handy.
That place we were sent to, the land of the dead, it strikes me as odd that it was submerged underwater. And did you see those columns of ice, the ones descending from the surface all the way to the floor? Afterwards, I realized what they reminded me of. The columns were reminiscent of a phenomenon known as brinicles. When seawater freezes and turns to ice, salt concentrates are released into the surrounding water. This brine is heavier than the water around it due to its higher density. It therefore sinks deeper into the ocean. As it flows towards the ocean floor, its lower temperature results in the formation of ice. And as this process continues, it can produce column-like ice structures. Any living creatures unfortunate enough to become entangled in these can be frozen solid. Little wonder they're called icicles of death. Ah, yes. When I saw that coffin, I was reminded of a rather unorthodox type of psychotherapy. The patient lies down inside a coffin, which is then closed, plunging them into darkness. In being subjected to this simulated experience of being laid to rest, they may find a measure of peace and comfort. If you spot a coffin that seems suitable for this, why not climb inside and see what happens? Sam, about the hot springs. We should go out and try to dig a new one. They can soothe aches and pains, improve circulation, and depending on the mineral content, confer all kinds of other benefits. But more than that, it simply feels good to soak and relax. You should never miss a chance to take a dip. The best time to avail yourself of a hot spring is 8 or so in the evening. Call it a doll's intuition. You know, Sam, I was just thinking. The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object.
His name is Neil. Neil Vanna.
Neil Vanna? Oh, here I thought he said Nirvana. There must still be tar in my ears.
It seems that the ID card you brought back belonged to the man himself. Charlie helped me dig up the details.
The card was issued by Bridges years ago, when the chiral network was still being developed. Records confirm that Vanna has been dead for some time.
So he was a member of Bridges?
No, it doesn't look like he was.
Vanna was a porter contracted by Bridges to handle jobs with special requirements. Like all of you, he was a doom sufferer who leveraged his abilities.
A top-notch porter by all accounts. He worked the Mexican border. Brought over all kinds of useful stuff.
Ostensibly, resources and medical supplies. But in truth, he transported drugs and other prohibited goods.
So he was a smuggler?
Vanna's ID card served as a key to some of Bridges' secure installations, though only a select few, of course. Specifically, those dedicated to the BB experiments, along with various other medical facilities.
I believe that the place you went to for counseling was one of them.
But everything in that area was obliterated 11 years ago by a void out, one in which Neil Vanna died. And from which you alone, Sam, were fortunate enough to emerge alive. Prior to all that, your counseling sessions made you a regular visitor, yes? Well, records indicate Vanna frequented the same facility. There's a fair chance that the two of you might have met before. Do you recall seeing him?
It's hardly surprising. A great number of people pass through there all the damn time. No one would remember them all.
By the way, Sam, you saw Tomorrow with the apples in the corridor, right? It seems she was training, trying to gain more control over her temporal abilities. Taking green unripened apples and attempting to age them until they're red and ready to eat. But she's still having trouble getting it just right. She's taking it too far and making them rotten. There's no need to rush things. She'll get the hang of it soon enough. In the meantime, let's continue to support her.
From this location, you should be able to see some snow-capped mountains, Sam. Your next objective can be found in the heart of them, in the form of the Eastern Environmental Observatory. Once again, you'll need to link up several sites en route to this destination. The first such site to be brought online is the Chronobiologist Shelter, which is due west. Pick up the main order on this delivery terminal in order to begin.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Spirit.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Okay, just a bit further now.
Good morning, team. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that...
Good to see a friendly face. It's been a while since I've had visitors. I'll check your cargo right away. Not a single scratch. A fitting testament to your skill. I should have no trouble continuing my research, and it's all thanks to you. All right, use your Cupid to connect to my shelter.
Now displaying your current order grade.
I'm finally part of the chiral network. I've been looking forward to this moment. I should be able to conduct research at a faster pace than ever. Please accept this by way of thanks. I picked up this accessory in the UCA. You should try attaching it to your backpack. Who knows? It might bring you good luck. Oh, and in case you're curious, the cargo you brought me contained a stock of cryptobiote variants. I've taken to calling them chronobiotes. They appear to alter your body's internal clock for a brief period when consumed. Just another example of the many ways the Death Stranding is wreaking havoc on our perception of time. It's introduced us to timefall and the beach, as well as the EEs that brought about previous mass extinctions. You know, I can't help but wonder if extinction entities are related to chronobiotes. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Especially with the strange incidents we've been hearing about lately. They're cryptobiotes that have become infected with chiral microbes, parasites that induce changes in the host. Chronobiotes can accelerate various processes within the human body. Simply put, eating one should make everything around you appear to move more slowly. Much like timefall, which ages everything. And the beach, where time stands still. This disruption of the natural temporal flow is linked to the underlying mechanisms of the Death Stranding. Continued study of chronobiotes should therefore help us to solve the greatest mystery of our times. At least, that's what I've come to believe. Well, the porter who used to come through here was attacked by something. It was bad enough that they gave up doing delivery work for good. They still managed to deliver my last shipment, but it was covered with strange dents and markings. When I asked what had happened, they just said it was the work of the Headless Rider. People have been talking about the Rider for a while, actually. And there's this guy not far from here who's dedicated to studying strange mysteries like that. I sent him some details, and he said he'd need to ask around for someone to lend him a hand. You should keep your eyes peeled for trouble until he figures out what we're dealing with. So I've heard a little bit about Hartman's research via the hydrologist. You know, the mass extinctions of trilobites, ammonites, and the dinosaurs. Apparently, all these ancient events were set in motion by extinction entities. I'm told there was a human extinction entity as well. And that EEs had umbilical cords linking them to the beach, which could be why their fossilized remains were somehow unaffected by the passage of time. The parasitic chiral microbes that latch onto chronobiotes also originally came from the beach. So, you could even think of them as another form of umbilical tether linking their hosts to the other side. It's a pattern that shows we can't discount the possibility that a new EE might yet be born. And the reason why I believe further study of these microbes could help prevent another extinction event. Now that I have a chiral network connection, this sort of research should finally be possible. I hope this isn't the last time we meet. With no one else around to make deliveries, I was beginning to think I'd have to call it quits. Oh, by the way, a suborder just got posted about those strange incidents I mentioned. You can check it on the delivery terminal here. It's probably in your interest to find out more anyway, given how much time you spend outside. And, who knows, you might even be able to convince them to join the chiral network, too. I just hope we can get to the bottom of things sooner rather than later. Thanks again, and take care.
Well done, Sam. By the way, we have info on Nilvana to share. Could you join me on the bridge?
Order completed. Well done.
Be extra careful up there, okay?
We managed to learn a few more things about Neil Vanna. You may remember that he was a porter contracted by Bridges. That's what we told you before. Since then, I received a mail.
Another one from our very own Hartman, I'm guessing. Look, we sure we can trust them? Whoever they are?
They are almost certainly someone on the inside. Someone with access to the UCA's administrative systems. It seems Neil Vanna was attending therapy sessions.
But the real revelation is who Vanna's therapist was. Charlie, can you please explain?
A specialist who worked with other doomed sufferers, including one Sam Bridges. She was your therapist and your partner.
Lucy?
Neil Vanna's name was on her client list. Right there in black and white.
That's crazy.
We also uncovered a photo you should see.
Per the records, they perished in a void out which claimed an entire city. A void out only you survived, Sam.
Lucy was pregnant at the time.
It wasn't mine. The child she was carrying. She straight up told me to my face. I never had any kids. She was just my shrink, helping me to work through my often phobia. That's all she ever was to me.
You really don't remember me.
That woman just now, was that...
Lucy. That was Lucy.
Ah, yes. She was your therapist, wasn't she?
the man I've been waiting for. The Metagenomicist's main order is prepped and ready for you. We'd like you to capture the timefall-resistant emu I identified and take it to her shelter. You might find the capturing part tricky, but if you're real quiet, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting close. Now, this emu appears to possess certain unique temporal properties. It may well have some kind of connection to extinction entities as well. The metagenomicist might have different insights into its nature given her specialization, though. Personally, I'm hoping this might lead us to a major breakthrough. Also, there's another order I want you to handle when you have a moment. It's related to those strange incidents I mentioned earlier. They might not be occurring right on my doorstep, per se, but they're still very troubling. Help us out, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Yeah, until next time.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
Appreciate you coming all this way. Allow me to take a look at that cargo you're carrying. You took good care of this, I see. Ought to make my research easier.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So, I finished examining that cargo you brought on over. Now, I know this isn't your fault, but this thing has been absolutely savaged. I highly doubt human or animal involvement. Kinda looks as though it was battered with a large heavy pole, but... And there are also parts that appear to have been melted. Not to mention the unusual tie marks imprinted on the surface. Putting all the pieces together, I reckon this is likely the work of the headless rider I've heard rumors about. In all honesty, though, seems like it was set upon by not one, but several riders. Sheer damage is proof enough of that. Yeah, we're looking for multiple villains, I'd say. They won't come out and wreak havoc at just any old time. There's got to be a reason they attack travelers when they do. Mind helping me figure out what that reason is? That way we can set the minds of porters like you at ease. Once we know more about them, I can use that chiral network to enlighten everyone else, too. Indulge my curiosity and I'd be happy for you to hook me up, is what I'm trying to say. If you're keen to do so, then pick up the sub-order I posted. I've included the relevant information in the order details. Be sure to look it over should you choose to take it on.
Order completed. Well done.
All right, chat. Appreciate it. I know it was a bit of a long one. I didn't even expect it to be this long, but the story got good and it got going. So did we. Appreciate everybody for interacting. Appreciate you, Darth Cyclone. Earlier, you already know. I appreciate everybody for liking, stopping by, and just thank you. Thank you for overall. Oh, he's wow. Somebody seems my bad. He was getting mad. He was in the rain. Well, thank you, everybody, and good night.